Hey, Suzanne here. So we're doing this post on golden milk, and you can find a million of them online. So it doesn't mean that ours is any better, except for that it's us, so it is. And I do mine a little bit differently, and I even do mine different than Yvonne's. So Yvonne has her instructions in the video, and I'm just gonna kind of show you what I do. And I have a bunch of different ways of doing it depending on what's going on. So the main ingredient, main ingredient, it's not golden milk without turmeric. So I happen to like fresh turmeric root, and I do it that way whenever it's possible, and I have some here. But I always keep with me powdered turmeric also, 1 teaspoon of this. So if I don't have fresh turmeric root, I can always make my golden milk with this. I also keep fresh ground ginger, both organic, but again, I prefer fresh ginger when I can do it. But the other thing I always keep on hand is ginger essential oil, because I actually like this better than this. So in my order of preference is fresh ginger oil, and my last resort is ginger powder. So you need turmeric and you need ginger. You need coconut oil, organic, unrefined. You do not want it unrefined. You do not want it refined. You want it unrefined. And you need some honey. Cinnamon is to taste. The other thing I like in mine is cardamom. I also have cardamom oil, just like this, and I will use that. It's actually from Guatemala. Whole story about Guatemala I'm not going to tell you right now. But I also have cardamom pods, and again, I like fresh whenever possible. Love the taste of that. So every ingredient, and pepper. Every ingredient is important for a different reason. Again, read the blog post because it has all of the reasons, but pepper helps to activate the turmeric properties, the anti-inflammatory properties, and helps with absorption, as does the coconut oil. Plus, full good fat for you is really good for your brain, for your joints, for anti-inflammation. And anywho, right here I have my fresh from the farm, raw, unpasteurized, unhomogenized milk, full fat. You can actually, I don't know if you can look in on there, zoom in close. This much right here is the cream on top, which rises, and there's the rest. I've already got my milk in my Vitamix. Now for these other two ingredients, and I actually left a link to this on Amazon so that if you want to grab some for yourself, this is my favorite protein powder in the world, not only because of all of the great things about it, but it's the best tasting vanilla I have ever found. This is optional. I throw this in because I follow a macronutrient program, and I'm always struggling to get my protein in for the day. You know, there's carbs, there's fat, and there's protein, and we need all three. So if you're on a no carb diet, talk to me later. If you're on a no fat diet, dear God, get off of that right away. You need all of them. But at the end of the night, when I usually drink this before bed, you'll sleep like a baby. This is great for anti-inflammatory properties as well as your sleep. If I need to get more protein, I throw my scoop of protein powder in there so that I can finish off my protein for the day. So 1 cup of milk. I don't care what kinds you use. Coconut, almond, soy if you're into soy. Soy is bad. I wouldn't do soy, but you do you. I like my cow milk. I throw in my, that was like, what was that guy's name on basketball? LeBron? Anyway, I throw in my powder. I also happen to really love collagen, and again, if I'm short for some protein, I will throw in a scoop of collagen powder because gotta try to not look my age. Working on it. All right, then I throw in about the size of your thumb there, a piece of turmeric, a piece of ginger. I got one of those fancy gadgets that makes me look like I'm a really good cook, even though I'm not a really good cook. Don't like to cook, don't enjoy it at all. But you want to get the stuff, the little seeds inside the pod in there. So you mortar and pestle. I do a teaspoon of raw honey, do a teaspoon of my coconut oil, then I put a little bit of cinnamon in there. Now again, you can choose to do oils or powder, whatever it is you need there. So your ingredients are a cup of milk, teaspoon of coconut oil, teaspoon of honey. You absolutely have to put your pepper in there, so I just kind of la 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 till it feels right. And then the reason I like the Vitamix is because if you let it run on high for a couple of minutes, it heats it up, steaming hot. So I don't have to mix it all and then go on a stove and wait for it to warm up. I just turn this on, walk away, come back in 2 minutes, and I have a steaming, beautiful golden latte for the evening. So I am going to throw this on and come back in a minute because it's really loud. Okay, that's been running about 2 minutes, and you look at the steam is coming right off of there. It is why I like my Vitamix. I just dumped the top of my Vitamix in there. Anyway, so the purpose of this drink is golden, delicious, and wonderful. Is for anti-inflammatory properties, and it is fabulous. It's got this beautiful golden color, as you can see. That's the turmeric. And then I will usually throw a little bit of cinnamon on top, and it's sort of like a chai latte, but made with milk. So, sleep like a baby, get rid of all your inflammation, and it tastes delicious. I was using this every single night for a couple of months, and all of my aches and pains were gone. I'm telling you, every last one. I stopped for quite a few weeks because I was in fat loss on my program. By the way, if you're looking for a program, Eat to Perform is what I'm actually on right now, and so is Yvonne. And we get our macros and stuff from a coach, which is great because there's somebody looking over my shoulder. So on fat loss, I just couldn't actually afford the extra calories, and I kind of suffered for it. So I'm really glad to be coming out of fat loss mode and going back into performance mode soon so I can eat lots of food and lift heavy weights. Anyway, turmeric, ginger, coconut oil, honey, pepper. Those are your major ingredients you have to have. Read the blog to find out why. And this really is delicious. And you will feel amazing. You will sleep amazing. And if you add protein and collagen, maybe you'll even look amazing. I'm trying really hard anyway. All right, cheers.